as you're sort of deciding what your look is, what your wardrobe is, I mean, a lot of our clients feel very comfortable in their own skin. You know, they've, especially when we talked about this the other day in our live, as you get into your 50s, you're sort of at your ultimate confidence level. But if you're sort of at a place where, you know, maybe you're transitioning from one job to another, you're transitioning out of work or you're transitioning back into work, you know, if you need help with styling, reach out to, you know, obviously we do personal styling. So I'll say that, and it's a free service and there's no obligation to buy or anything like that. But even if it's not us, most really good retailers will offer you personal styling services for free. I used to have a stylist at Bergdorf Goodman because sometimes I just need somebody else to sort of maybe show me something that I wouldn't have otherwise done. Like left to my own devices, even from a design perspective, every single solitary piece in our store would have bracelet sleeves. But I know that isn't for everybody. So sometimes it's nice to sort of get you out of your comfort zone and try something a little bit different. Let's talk about closet cleaning. So what I recommend you do is actually for maybe 3-6 months before you actually clean your closet, do this crazy thing that someone recommended years ago that I think is a brilliant idea. Take all the hangers in your closet and turn them backwards. So you take all the hangers so that they're really inconvenient to pick out, so they're backwards. And then obviously as you get dressed each day and you put things back in your closet, you put them back the normal way. So what's going to happen is at the end of 3 to 6 months, you're going to look at your closet and you're going to see all the hangers that you actually never turned around. And those are the things you're not wearing. So best to get rid of them. I mean, obviously there's some things that are sentimental. Take a picture of them, or, you know, if you, or put them in a poly bag and put them, you know, under the bed or something like that. Like get them out of your closet, because the more you have in your closet, the more confused you're going to be. So having really simple, like I've always had my dream closet. My best friend Michael can attest to this. I've always wanted this much space between each hanger, because what happens, you can see the front and the back of each piece. And when everything's smushed together, you feel like you have nothing. And especially if you're, you know, like me, who has a lot of black pieces in my wardrobe, you smush black together and it's just a sea of nothingness. So you really need to see the clothes. And I feel actually from that same perspective, while I'm on that topic, when you come into a store, it's sort of the same. You're looking at everything. It's a sea of clothes. So what you need to do is try things on. Please, please, please. When you go into a store and you look at something and you say, that's not for me, or I love that, try everything on, because things are going to make you feel really different. When you put something on and you walk out of the fitting room, you're going to know right away, like you're going to walk out. Somebody's waving at us from outside. Hello. I really strongly recommend, this isn't for everybody, but I strongly recommend that people shop alone, because I find if you have an influence, I mean, obviously the people in the store, you'll know when someone's just trying to sell you something and they're like, oh my God, that looks great on you, and it's obviously too tight, or, you know, it's not working for you. We don't do that here. If something's not working on you, we'll say, you know, maybe we have another alternative. We'll try to find something else that's better for you. But I find sometimes when people come in with other people, they'll get feedback that is maybe keeping them safe, like, oh, that's not you. And maybe they're at a place where they're starting to feel that that's the direction that they want to go in. And what we'll find is that sometimes, you know, if you're shopping with other people, they might actually keep you in your safe space, where if you're shopping with someone that you don't know, maybe they'll take you and push you into a place that you haven't thought that you could go to yet. When you go shopping, always make sure that you wear your favorite outfit. So your favorite outfit for the situation. So if I'm going shopping for sort of like the type of thing I'm in today, and I'm very happy with my outfit today, if I'm going shopping for a sweater, if I'm going shopping for a pair of shorts, wear something you like and then outdo it. So then you're constantly upping your game in terms of your wardrobe. So it's the best idea. Like if you go in, you know, at leisure to go shopping to buy something for work, you don't have something to compare it to. Make sure that when you're buying something, because there's too much waste in this world, make sure when you're buying something that you can wear it at least 3 different ways, that it has purpose.